Hello, party people. What is up? Gonna do a run through of the new teeth. They're not really that new anymore, I guess. Well, how long has it been? A week, 2 weeks or something? I haven't played a bunch of reps on them because I'm not going to Florida. Otherwise, I would have. But that'll make it fun for the both of us. I have watched Taylor's streams, although he's been doing the tour ones. I start off as far as Machu. I can't really see the big benefit of Cosmos on a couple of setups. There are some holes, like holes. There's one in the front that occasionally is drivable. The big one is 16, when you can get a setup where you can clear the water. But man, they have made that strip so hard to hit. And it's not always drivable. You can't always clear the water on 16. So I'm gonna puss out and play stouts here. This is what I would do in the qualifier in Florida. Because 17 and 18 with Cosmos are much tougher. So we're just gonna do this. This is what we're gonna do. 13, they have seemed to have consistently shortened a lot. 13 or 14, whatever it is, 13. So I don't really see that's no longer kind of very helpful. That one used to be shut down for stouts a lot. I don't know about a lot, but it certainly made it more difficult than Cosmos. So I don't know. I'm just gonna do this. I enjoy these new teas. The old ones have gotten stale. It's going to make watching Florida more interesting. It'll make it a lot more interesting than watching Dallas. Dallas, was... Everyone had just figured out those teas, and they, I don't know. Let him in. Ah, daddy like. Hope everyone's 2026 is going good. This one can set up tough for stouts. I have seen setups where it's tough, even though you crush the drive out there. Basically, I've seen setups where you need a 7 degree because the 8.5 just won't get far enough, and you end up in the middle of where that 300 is right now, and now we're the 290, and you end up here, and you can't get there. 8.5 comes in too low. I don't know. I've only seen it a couple of times, but you just have to be very careful that you get if you can't make this upper part, you have to make sure you're very close to the edge of that fairway. Because look, I'm on that upper part, and I'm still 300 away. So you can imagine if you were down on that bolt where those rocks are, or where that wedge is in the fairway. Dude. So, selling point for Cosmos on this hole. Going again. Oh. But let's count, shall we? How many holes you feel like I get penalized here playing stouts? So far, 0. On a heater. I'm bummed I'm not going to Florida. Just too much other stuff going on. I think I might have mentioned this in one of my other streams, but I've also in second week in February is when I go to my annual pool tournament in Vegas. So I'll be gone for like 12 days and over a series of events. So just, I don't know, too much. If I was single, it wouldn't matter, but I am not single, so and I'm not complaining. I will take my wife over a Golden Tee tournament any day. Oh my God, what a putt! How about them apples? That was... would have gone in with Cosmos. Obviously a joke. Alright. I haven't, this is a key to how little I've played these courses. I haven't tinkered with my clubs. I'm sure there's a need to. I just haven't figured it out. I'm like, I'll just let all the people going to Florida show me. I'll just be a copycat. This hole is the one I was talking about that sometimes is moderately drivable. I've seen it before. At least where you can get up on that top tier pretty good, and actually most of the time with Cosmos you can get up because it's not, you don't get penalized going up on the right over there, and it makes your approach so much easier. You're coming kind of level or downhill with the green. You can just thumb it, just a bump and run. Do a little punch here, maybe? Oh, that's not bad. See what happens. I just don't know how much to play. I love this shot, but I haven't figured out how to adjust for the wind. I'm always guessing. Oh, that was an epic fail. I can't believe that didn't bounce through there. Oh well. Alright, note to self, don't do that anymore. Don't use a punch on that. Man. Huh. Well. And this one I just always go long now. They kind of, some of these tee boxes, they kind of took a lot of the fun out of the hole. I wonder how much thought goes into that. What do you know? Debating is a strong word. You know, like whether they, you know, when they plan the new tee boxes, if they're like, okay, this, we're going to put this so that it's gettable with Cosmos but not Stouts, or if it's just a program and they just kind of randomly put the tees in, and then it's within a parameter of yards for a par, what the par is, and then whatever falls may fall as far as the balls and stuff. I know I talked to some players, some elite players, about it, and they were like, no, they are definitely not sitting down with charts and graphs and saying, well, this is going to work with Cosmos. And they're like, they don't take the time to do that. There's no way. They just put a tee box somewhere. You know, when Jim first designed the courses, there were different areas or tee boxes, and then just stick them in. You know, plug and play. Like, there's no way they're putting that much thought into it. And of course, that's just, you know, a couple people's opinion. I can't say I disagree with that. You know, I part of the selling argument to that was, look at how they've handled some of the other stuff in their day, like things that they, release stuff that's not, stuff that's clearly needs fixing, they don't fix, or that they miss because they didn't test it. They're like, if they're doing that type of stuff, they're certainly not anal and OCD enough to be sitting down calculating yardage markers and distances for clubs and balls and so, but you never know. And I'll tell you this, they're not going to tell us based on previous experience with what they reveal. That was significantly better putt than my straight downhill, 18-foot putt? Those are tough. Those are tough, deceptively tough. I'm looking over the side of my television. I got a new television over here. I like it very much. Nothing on it. It's just one of those. I mean, there is something on it. That'd be weird if there wasn't. If it was just blank and I kept staring at it. I love my TV so much. No, it's just on YouTube. One of those 4K, videos like Call Me Video, where it just shows scenes from around the Earth. It's very pretty, eye-catching. It's catching my eye. Oh, I hit that again. Wow. That is not the Coliseum. But man, there's something on the screen. At first I thought it was the Coliseum in Rome. It's not. But I was just talking about this the other day with this is a hole I was talking about with the old tees, as y'all remember. A lot of times was set up sometimes impossible for snouts. This is now really doable. I haven't seen it not doable. So almost jinxed the fuck out of myself there. Anyway, we were talking about Rome, places to go, places you've been, and I went to Rome. It was awesome. It's very crowded's the wrong word. Well, it's crowded, but it's just touristy. But it's incredible. It's definitely a bucket list thing. And if you have not been, I'll tell you this, my personal experience. You get the little map of the city, and you have all these, historical buildings, and the big famous ones, and then ones that aren't, that famous, but just like some old church and stuff like that. And it's kind of mixed in with, you got the ancient ruins and stuff, and then mixed in with like regular city stuff. And there's sections that are undeterred by time, and big sections where it's the old stuff. And so you're walking around, and it's kind of hilly, and there's buildings and trees. And I just remember, as you were looking on the map, and you're like, oh, the Coliseum's, it's a little bit of a hike for us, but we'll get there. And just, that was terrible. And just that first time of coming around a corner in a street or something, and just seeing it in the distance, and you're just like, it gives me, I got goosebumps underneath my sweatshirt right now. It is incredible. You're like, there it is. There it fucking is. They had people fight each other to the death. this is a real life Thunderdome without a cage. Like, this actually happened with thousands of people coming to watch for fun. It's incredible. It's baffling to think about, and it's so awe-inspiring in person. And you're just like, fuck. It's awesome. I highly recommend it. Highly. It was awesome. Oh God. The one regret I have is that I didn't do the tour. You can pay extra and get the full tour. We weren't really in the tour mode. We're like, let's just do our own thing. Let's just walk around. But you need to do the tour thing if you want to go under, like, where they had the cells and stuff, and like under the floor of it. I guess I wish I'd done that. And they give you a little talking history of the thing. That was a big regret of mine. So, this is one of the friendlier setups, and it's still not that easy. And I don't know, if I was in Florida right now and had this look, I guess it depends on how the rest of the round was going. You know, because if you don't land this, you're giving up 2. I don't know. This is so easy. I guess I'd have to go for it. Easy, not easy. But when those other looks where where that thing is like diagonal across the field and offset, it's fucking brutal. I can't wait to see the pros tackle that monster. Oh, see, okay. Let's see this. See, with Cosmos, you wouldn't be able to clear that, I don't think. 333 with that wind? Nope. So this would not... You wouldn't get any advantage on this with Cosmos. So far, this setup, Cosmos doesn't have any advantage that I can find. That was a great shot. This is... I wouldn't be making any cuts doing this, although I think I'd be a little more focused. The yammering. Oh, this is a bet. This is like a... No, it's not an old set. Oh, no, it's up 10. Yeah. At first, this, with this tee box, I was like, oh, they made this way easier because it's just up 10 instead of left, right. I don't know. I had the other one pretty dialed in no matter what the setup was. I just knew my cut shots and whatever. This one, I mean, this isn't bad, but with headwinds and tailwinds, it's hard to judge even with styles. But the Cosmos was fucking brutal. All right. That was pretty good. I didn't put bite there. I was thinking about it last second. I'm like, don't be greedy. I think that would have sucked into the water. I might have gone on the deep part. This is tough. It's because of that pin. I don't mind going long here as long as I'm in line with the pin, because it's fairly easy chip, especially with the 7 degree. This is rough. Oh, that was a good job with the release, huh? Yeah. Practice like you play, right? Something easy to fucking... Solid. Solid. I will say this one thing about Rome. We were not a fan of the Vatican. And it's not because we invite Satan into our souls. It's not that. We do not. But it is unbelievably crowded. And it's huge. And if you don't sign up for a tour, you will sit outside for hours waiting to get in. And then we did sign up for the tour to get express in. We still were out there for like 2 hours. Now, it's just our experience. I'm not saying everyone would. On this course, I play stouts, but I always did with the other tee boxes, so I'm just more comfortable with it. I know I'm giving up on certain setups. I'm giving up holes, but I also know that on the tough holes, it makes this easier. Anyway, and so we were waiting outside, and there's this like long, like first you have to meet with your group, or we were, and then they were like, go wait in this line, and then we'll meet you inside or something. And you're standing in this line that's like, it feels like miles away from the entrance, and you're like, is this the right line? Like, it wraps around blocks and stuff. And then we'd been there so long, and I was like, shit, I gotta take a leak. And I was like, the line hadn't moved in like an hour and a half. I was like, we'll be fine. And so I left my wife there, and 5 times 5 is 250. So, hold that thought. So, I go off to find a bathroom, but so you're like in the city. So you have this huge compound, or the Vatican's, it's like its own city. And there's no bathrooms outside of it, and there's no porta-johns, and there's nothing. And so I'm walking down the street, and I'm looking for bathrooms, and I'm like going into, there's like, there weren't that many restaurants, or there were, and they like, you know, had signs and stuff, like they were just like, no, customers only. And I finally found this like little deli or something. I can't even remember. Not a deli, it's just a little cafe. And they had like one bathroom, like for men and women. There was like 8 people in line, and now I'm about to piss myself. I'm like doing the dance, and I'm like, shit. And I'm like, well, I can't start walking down the street and look for something else. I mean, and so I just had to wait, and finally got in there. And then, God, I am so not focused right now. And so then I get back, and I get back to the line, and the fucking line, and I'm like, uh-oh. My wife's nowhere to, people are moving, and I'm like, shit. And so I had to stand in the line, and I get in, and now I don't know where she is. And the place is, it's so hard to describe. It's like entering like a big, like the Smithsonian or something. They have all these, you have to go through like metal detectors, and then you get in, and then there's an area where people are meeting up with their groups, and then like, and our phones like weren't working well, or she wasn't answering her phone or something. It's been like 8 years, so I don't remember all the details. I just know being like fuck, we have no way of finding each other. And then, like, all of a sudden, like, either the phone call went through or I just happened to see her, like, right as their tour was about, like, our tour group was about to leave and to start the thing. Like, I just barely got there. So anyway, we avoided that disaster. So then you walk in and it's like there's so much to see. And so the tour group basically takes you through all these halls and they're explaining stuff, and it's to get to the Sistine Chapel. And so it's not like the Sistine Chapel's a part where you can just walk in like, oh, there's, you know, this huge city. I mean, it's fucking enormous. It's like Epcot. And you go in, and so like where the Sistine Chapel, wherever it is, it's not a chapel. It's not like there's this huge church. And so you start down these hallways, and it's almost like, the best I can describe it is like a big version of the White House. Like where you're just going down hallways and hallways and room after room, and they're all connected, and each room has different stuff and different paintings. There's shit on the wall and blah blah blah, and there's mobs of people, and you're like, oh, I better stay with my little tour person. And eventually you're like, when did we see this fucking chapel? And so I don't remember how long that part was. I felt like it was 2 hours. Then eventually you get to where you're about to enter the Sistine Chapel, and they have like all these specific rules. They're like, no pictures, no talking, and when you're gonna go in there, you're gonna look, and then when we tell you it's time to leave, everyone get the fuck out. I mean, that's basically what they said without the word fuck. And so we're like, okay, this is gonna be, I bet this is gonna be badass. Dude. It was like, go in. It was a giant room. There might have been, I think there was, it was so packed full of people. They packed us in there like sheep. It was like we waited in this thing, and the doors open, and then everyone went, just filled up this room, and then they closed the doors behind us. And there was like some windows, if I remember right. But it's just a rectangular room. It wasn't like walking into this magnificent church. And there was like, and I might be remembering it wrong, and people that are listening to me might be like, dude, that's not what it was like. This is the way it was in my memory. Okay, this hole sucks with stouts. I think I can, yeah, it feels like that's gonna come up short. But I'm gonna fucking try it, because why the hell not? No, it's not gonna come short. It might go long. Or I might hit it pretty good. No! Fuck. So, I think there was like an altar or something, but as I understand it, you know, like they do use it, I think, for certain things, just not for the public, I don't think. And so, they take all the stuff, they take a large amount of the stuff out to make room for all these tourists that are paying ungodly amounts of money. That place is a fucking money-making machine. It is like Disneyland. It is just like, it has that exact same feel to it. Just maximizing revenue. It's, whew. Tell you what. God needs a new sailboat, so charge those people up. So, so it's just this square, this rectangular room with no character to it, and then you got the painting on the ceiling. Like, Michelangelo, right? Tells you how religious I am. So you look up there and you're like, yep, there it is, and it's way up there. And then there was like this. I was like this Nazi guard. He wasn't literally a Nazi. That's probably, I don't know, probably not cool to call the guard at the Vatican a Nazi, but whatever. But so he's like standing like, he was like on a, I don't know if he was on a chair or if there was like a step and he was just like 2 steps and he happened to be there. I just remember he was up above me. Most people are up above me because I'm fucking short. But this guy was really up above me. And he was like, anyone who made a sound, he was like, quiet! In an Italian accent. And it was just incessant. He just, like, it'd be quiet for like 10 seconds and be like, I said quiet! No speaking! And then it was like to the point where it was like, dude, do you not hear yourself? You want us to be quiet, yet you're yelling at the top of your lungs over and over again. Like, why does it matter if we're making noise if you're screaming in my ear, motherfucker? Ugh. And then and I was like, well, if I'm going down, I'm going down hard. Like, I don't think God's gonna send me to hell for this. So it was so crowded and there were so many people that I took my phone out and I was like, and I made sure that the screen wasn't facing up so that anyone, especially this fucking guy that was kind of right over my shoulder, could see it. So I turned it upside down so that this part was facing up, and then I was like leaning back like this, taking pictures of the ceiling. Not because I really needed to, like, I mean, you can just go on the internet, look at any picture of it you want, but I just wanted to be a rebel. And the picture came out horrible. There's like the side of my ear, it never was all out of focus. Yeah. But so anyway, there was that. So then we finally got out of there. Then you're away from your tour group, and then you just like walk around, and it was like these huge open areas with buildings and that you can't access, and some you could, and we just, after walking around a while, we looked at each other and went, let's get the fuck out of it. We spent like almost all day here. Like, what a waste. So anyway, here's my recommendation. If you're going to Rome for like, and you're going to be there for like 4 or 5 days, yeah, throw the Vatican in. Just assume that it's going to take you all day long from when you leave where you're staying to getting in line, doing all that, getting out of there. Like, you're not going to like go, oh, let's do the Vatican in the morning and then do the Parthenon or Pantheon, Parthenon or Pantheon? One of them's in Greece, right? I don't know. One of the other ones in the afternoon. That's not happening. So it's a full day. So I recommend it that way. And if you're super religious, I'm not a church-going type. So I didn't get moved by the whole holy city type deal. So if that's your jam, then yeah, you're going to appreciate it on a different level. But if you're just there just to see the sights and you only have like 3 days in Rome, my suggestion is don't waste a day doing that. Again, just my personal experience, as there is so much to see in that city. All right, that's enough of that. Uh-oh. Woo! Huh. Hey, stop talking. Make a good putt. Don't worry. I'm going to do plenty of talking, though. That's me and talking. We see eye to eye. Anyone who knows me knows like I love to tell stories, about something that happened or whatever. And my wife's vows, it was awesome. And she was like, I promise to do this and I promise to do that. And she's so fucking funny. And then she said, one of her vows was, I promise to listen to all your stories. And everyone that was there like started laughing because they knew what she was talking about. And then we got married in Greece, and the following day, the day or the next day, like a bunch of the friends and stuff that were there, we were all hanging out in the resort by the pool or the beach or something, and I was telling some story, and then and then she was like, babe, like, come on, you're killing you're not reading your audience. Come on, speed this up. And then my friend goes, Verica, it's been 24 hours. You've already broken your vow. It was really funny. It was really funny. All right. This hole is no longer necessary for Cosmos, obviously. Is that full? I'm gonna try it. Normally I'd do a mini swerve, but I'm gonna do this instead. That was pretty good. How bad did everyone get hit with that storm? You would think that Colorado would have gotten, just by definition alone, would have gotten wild. So we got like 3 inches, but it was cold as fuck. I think the most snow we got was during that Bronco game. Oh, that was heartbreaking. Fucking heartbreaking. Alright, this is playing a little longer than I would like. Can't risk that. Oh boy. Said before, me say it again, I can't believe we didn't kick that fucking field goal. God damn, look at this shit. That was terrible decision. My drive. I knew it the whole time and I still did it. I don't think I can get there. I know I can't. Oh well, practice like you play, right? But at the other time, it's easy to fault the decision in hindsight. Our defense had been playing great. New England hadn't done shit. I don't even know if they'd had a first down yet. Maybe one when that happened. So it was kind of like, okay, if we don't get it, they're pinned down. Not pinned, but, they got a long way to go. It was 4th and 4. It wasn't like it was 4th and 1. If I remember correctly, it was 4th and 4. However, and I will stand by this statement, as many people as when the play was happening, like, what are they doing? If we had gotten a first down or scored a touchdown, but scored a touchdown eventually instead of turning the ball over, there is not one person who would have said, well, I know they got a touchdown of it, but that was the wrong decision. Everyone would have been like, that was the right call. What a gutsy play, and boy, man, great job. So it's easy to complain about it when it doesn't work. That being said, as soon before the play started, when they lined up, I was just screaming at the television, going, "What are you doing? Take the 3 points!" It's just like 101 football. Yeah, well, they don't pay me to be the coach. God. And then those, both teams missed field goals. But that last field goal by the Broncos that got tipped, you can see that ball coming off like perfectly, vertical like that, the first few rotations. And it's even after it got tipped, it didn't miss by much. Now obviously there's no guarantee, but my bet is it would have gone in if it hadn't gotten tipped. It looked like, and you could tell by his reaction too, because kickers know as soon as it leaves their foot. And you could, when they did the slow motion, like his instant reaction was just kind of like, I can't describe it, but you could see it was kind of like it got tipped. Fuck, that was gonna go in. That's just kind of the mannerisms he had. Oh well. As much as I love the Broncos, they weren't good enough to be a Super Bowl team. Everyone knows that. Even with Knicks, we just had a tremendous season and all those comebacks, and solid team, but we weren't dominant. And if we had made the playoffs, I think the Seahawks would fucking crushed us. It would have been embarrassing. They look so good. They just get better and better. And the Rams look great too. That was a great game. That was like completely different football than watching the Patriots and the Broncos. That was like watching JV play. This hole sets up brutal sometimes. This is one of the better looks. I'll probably still find a way to fuck it up, but yeah, some of these looks, I'm like, what the fuck do you do here? And I'm looking forward to seeing what the pros do. I've got a funny Bronco thing to tell you after this. I had a dream I had from years ago. Sit. I've been fucking this up a lot recently, and it displeases me. God damn! Oh, nice putt. Lots of focus. Yep. I don't have a lot of faith in this. Well, actually, it's not bad. Ooh, that's amazing. Wherever that is in Europe. This hole got tougher, too. I don't fucking know. What am I supposed to do here? I don't see any full that's going to go around enough. There's just fucking no way. Alright, I'm going to try this. A chance, maybe? Oh, that was almost a great shot. Oh, God. Alright. So... Hawk is a Cosmos course. For sure. There's a couple holes there. So back in, I don't know, roughly 2013-ish or something, back when Peyton was with the Broncos, and it was, you know, the whole fucking state was so wrapped up into the team and the hope and the glory. I had this dream. It was so vivid that I still remember it right now, like it just happened last night. And so what happened was, in my dream, it's not in real life. Don't go in the trap. Don't go in the trap. So, God, I wish this video had pictures of, or descriptions of where they were taken. You see stuff that's like, just like, where is that on this earth? So, in my dream, I got this phone call, and it said, "Hey, this was like on a Saturday." It said, "Hey, this is so-and-so from the Denver Broncos. Our kicker got hurt, and we know that you are a phenomenal kicker, and we have hired you. We already talked to an agent and signed a contract for you, and your first game is tomorrow at 2:30. Be at the stadium, and just tell them who you are, and then tell you where to go. Get there in plenty of time for the game." And I was like, what? This was on voicemail, and I was like, what? Like, how did they find me? And how do they know I'm a kicker? And I haven't kicked anything since senior year in high school when I kicked a soccer ball on the soccer team. But what are you talking about? And so at the time, I was with this girl who had 3 kids, and the youngest, who was, I don't know how old at the time, 11 or something. In my dream, I was like, "Hey Nick, let's come out to the park with me. I'm gonna kick a ball and see if I can actually kick." And in my dream, and this was normal. I don't know if it was normal, but I think I was just specialized that I was the field goal kicker, the place kicker, and the punter. I was both. I was a well-rounded athlete. And so I go out to the park, and I'm like, I'm going to punt this ball, and then you go get it and bring it back, and we'll do it. He's like, all right. So I stand there, and I... that motherfucker, it went like 150 yards in the air, and I was like, holy shit, I had no idea I could do that. I was like, how did they know? How did the Broncos know I could do this? So I was like, well, all right. So I, now the family knew. Everyone was so excited. Go. And so now it's the next day. It's Sunday. Oh no, this all happened Sunday morning of the game. This was like 9 in the morning. So everyone's like, oh shit. And the game's like 2:30, and I'm like, all right, well, okay, I need to take a nap because I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. And then my girlfriend and the kids were like, okay, well, we're going to go to the game. They must have tickets for us since you're on the team. So we're going to go find that out. We'll go there early. We'll see you. Good luck. This is so exciting. All right. So I take a nap. And, it hurts my soul. And, so I take a nap. I wake up, and my phone says 2 o'clock. And the game starts in half an hour. And I don't live anywhere close to Mile High Stadium. Especially with traffic. Oh, there's probably not much traffic because everyone's already fucking inside the stadium. So I wake up in a full fucking panic. And so I go to this... I have no idea where to go. Nothing. Like, I don't have a name badge, like a credentials, nothing. So I just pull up to the stadium and I don't remember how I parked. I think I just left my car somewhere. I might have taken an Uber. I think I probably took an Uber. I don't remember. So by the time I get to the stadium, it's now like almost 3. So the game started like half an hour ago. I can hear the crowd cheering and everything from outside the stadium. I was like, fuck. And there's no one outside. And there's like one security guy, like where he checks the tickets. And I come up and I'm like, sir, I need to get inside. And they're like, ticket please. And I'm like, I don't have a ticket. I was like, I'm playing for the Broncos. This is my first game. And he just looked at me like, yeah, all right, crazy. And I'm like, no, I'm serious. Like, he was like, what's your name? Chisholm Woodson. I'm like, I'm the new kicker. I'm supposed to be playing right now. And he's like, all right, hold on, let me go ask someone. So he disappears, and I'm standing outside the stadium. Again, I can hear everyone cheering, and I'm like, dude, my first fucking game. I was like, I'm gonna get fired. I was like, wait a minute. Not only am I, even if I don't get fired, I've never played organized football before. I don't even know what to do. Like, how do I know when the ball's going to be snapped? Or am I the one who's supposed to, like, I don't, what do I, like, if I'm going to punt, how do I tell them when to hike it? I just stand there and just wait for them to throw it to me? I don't fucking know. Like, I don't understand any of this. And so I'm standing there, crowd's cheering, and I'm waiting for the guy. And then I fucking wake up. Yeah, I was as disappointed as you are. No, more so. Nah. I still remember it like it just happened. But it does make a funny joke when those couple of field goals that we missed in the snow. Of course, my wife beat me. I look over at my wife and she beats me with a punch and says, "You would have made that." Like, damn right. Okay, this one's sometimes drivable, not think so. There's probably a skip shot here. The big boys would know what to do here. I'm not a big boy. But I might as well try it. Why not? I don't think I can... Because this lands right at like 380. I think it's going to land just before. So let's try this. See what happens. Oh, look at that. Daddy light. That's good to know. Take this off. Oh, you rat farts. This hole's much tougher than it used to be. Whew. Whew. Uh-oh, it might be too hard. Nope, we're good. Oh, that was a nice shot. Read that thread on there about that guy from England asking about track balls, because you know Suzu Hap's been out of them for so long. I don't know. I thought I answered his question. He got all... I don't know. I think he thought he was being funny, but I can't. I don't know him, so you know he gets lost in translation. Kind of seemed like he was being a little bit of a dick, but maybe he's a funny, nice guy. I have no idea. So he was asking about where to get balls, and he didn't say he didn't have a trackball. Like, first of all, that wouldn't make any sense. Like, who doesn't have a trackball that needs one? Like, you're replacing the one you have. And so I was... You know, I posted this stuff about what you can, you know, just buying new bearings and new rollers if you need it, but basically new bearings. You know, that, you know, depending on what's wrong with the ball, if it's just a sound thing, whatever. And he was like, "Thanks for Googling how to fix my ball, but that is not what I asked." And then with a laughing face. I read that laughing face. It's like a fuck you, whatever. And so I'm like, and he's like, I don't have a ball. That's, you know, I was asking for a new ball. I was like, well, I didn't. Whatever, fucking whatever. So anyway, it's like, sorry for trying to help, dude. Like, could have just come out and said he didn't have a fucking trackball. And he lives in England, and he said I was like, how do you even have a game over there? And he was like, I play a few games when I travel over the States. He was like, I was just gonna, fucking Christ. He's like, oh, good shot. Oh. He's like, I'm just going to build a cabinet. I don't know what the fuck that means. I stopped asking the questions. Like, build a cabinet? Like, so you're going to order a hard drive from IT? I don't know if and then all the buttons and all the wires and a trackball? Like, you're going to, like, Frankenstein it? Like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, along that topic, this trackball, if you go back on, not that you're going to go back on my previous videos, certainly don't expect you to do that. But it was sounding a little rough. It played fine. It just didn't sound very good. And, motherfucker. Fuck me. This one's going in. It's either going in or it's missing left. I never would have played it that way in qualifying. I would have still a quick chip, but I would have lagged it. So anyway, I did some. I found some videos and stuff about some guy that I don't think it's anyone that I don't know how much he plays. It wasn't someone I recognized, but I kind of followed his advice and it worked pretty good. I took the. See how much smoother that is than it used to be? Well, no, you don't, because it's not side by side. It used to be like, you know. That rough sound. So I took the bearings out. I soaked them in not the highest alcohol I could find. The grocery store has like 70%. I did it in I went to Walgreens where they sell like 90, 95%, 98. I don't remember. Whatever the strongest one was. And so did that. It also said to when you take them out of the alcohol, I let them soak overnight. Took them out of the alcohol and then took a hair dryer to them, and it evaporates it immediately. But they said it was better than letting them air dry. I don't know, just what I read, or it was a combination of reading stuff, watching this video, whatever. And so I did that, and then as far as the bearings and lubing them. I know people say, like, you know, don't ever put any oil and lube, and that's true. You don't want anything on the roller, anything that's going to get on the ball. You don't want the ball to slip on the roller. You don't want to lose that friction. But you want the bearings to be lubed up, and it's not going to, I don't care if those are dripping in oil, it's not going to get from the end of the roller onto the roller itself and onto the trackball. It's just not going to happen unless you accidentally get it on your fingers and you're just sloppy when you're putting it all back together. Well, I guess this. I might go this way. Oops, I didn't mean to. Oops. I don't want to go that way. I don't like going that way. I like being in the fairway. No matter what. No matter what. So anyway, years ago, and as far as the debate on whether the bearings are lubed up, I contacted Hap, Suzu Hap, many years ago. Sent them an email, and I said, do you guys put any lubricant of any kind on your bearings that are shipped with the trackballs? And they came back and said, yes, we do indeed. They come with it. They said it's our own bearing formula, so they didn't have any for sale. it they didn't go into detail, and I didn't ask about how they went about acquiring it or whatever. And they said for a close substitute, we recommend sewing machine oil. I didn't even fucking know what that was. Sewing machine oil, like, what is that different? So anyway, you can go to a Hobby Lobby or go on Amazon and buy sewing machine oil. So I did. I bought that, and so I would use that over the years on the bearings. So then so this go around, now flash forward to last week, and God, I'm playing so bad right now. So I can't remember where I read this. It might have been through AI. But it said, of course it said don't use WD-40. And then it said that other oils like that sewing machine oil is like, I don't know if it's silicone lubricant, but they suggested to use, or someone suggested to use bone speed cream. And what it is it's made for skateboard wheels, and so it's made to kind of repel dirt and moisture, or maybe it doesn't repel moisture. Like you have to. No, I guess it does. It has some benefits to silicone, and then not to others. It depends on the application you were using. But I was like, if it's good enough for a fucking skateboard wheel, I think it might be good enough for my trackball thing. So I bought some. Let's see if I can locate it. What was this basketball? I just bought that motherfucker. Oh, here it is. Yeah, show small. Bone speed cream. Oh. So, and you just put like one, it says 1 or 2 drops. I think I put 1 drop on each side of the bearing. Bone speed cream. And, yeah, put a drop in each bearing. Load it around, put it in. My goal was to get it so that it went like, I like it when trackballs go, just spin forever. And I know it's a placebo effect, but it calms me. It's like, it puts me in a trance, like going to a spa. And interestingly enough, I did this. I can show you right now. This, see, I know you can't see it, but you can hear it. Okay, I'm going to count how many, so I'm going to hit it hard and see. Okay, ready? Stop. Yeah, you can see that thing. And that's with it elevated. Now, as I get closer down, you see, not quite as much. And then down here, see how fast it comes to a stop? So this doesn't have to do with the bearings. It has something to do with the weight of... I've tried to solve this puzzle, and I can't figure out why some balls roll so much longer, because this rolled a really long time when it was vertical. And I'm guessing because it just... that all the weight was just on one roller instead of dispersed over 3 of them. But so anyway, putting that cream on it didn't necessarily make it roll for a while. It made it roll like half of a second longer. I took a stopwatch. I was getting all OCD on it. It does make it roll a little bit longer, but it's definitely smoother and cleaner, and I don't know. I recommend it. So. But again, it's, like, Sobel would say, like, don't you dare put anything on there. But, you know, again, it's not on the roller, it's not on the ball. I've been playing with it for a week and a half, and it plays great. And it's much smoother than it was, which makes me happy. So anyway, you can feel free to give that a shot if you want. Or not. I got that bone speed cream on, I had to buy it on Amazon. I was like, I wonder if I could find that locally, like at a skate shop, and couldn't find any. Not that I frequent skate shops. Okay. I don't like play to full there. I don't know if that's going to get over it. Pretty well struck. Hit that one on the screws. See that one, that do, that didn't happen. That just started happening a couple days ago. So I don't know if that's some more dust or dirt. I don't know. It's not like I eat while I'm playing here. And I wear gloves, so there's no, like, you know, skin getting on there. I have no idea. I love it when it rolls so smooth, like you can barely even hear it. That's what makes me the happiest. Woo! Well, I'm playing so bad. Probably shouldn't even post this, but I still will. Drum up action. They're like, that suck. What's a gamble? This hole's been setting up much easier recently, but this is looking necessarily one of my favorites. That's pretty good. Alright. Pink bracket. No, I would be playing a little different without all my stories. I am really enjoying, I said it before and I'll say it again, really enjoying this tour mode qualifying thing. It's fun. And it also, it's because it's so long, when you have a bad week, it's not as upsetting, it's not as traumatizing. You're like, alright. And when you have a really good week, you can't, it's you know, depending on where you're sitting on the standings, it's not like you can just sit back and like you can't just not show up a couple weeks. Alright. Unless you're like top 5 guys who had so many fucking points. Alright. I wish they had wish they put some sort of marker on there that would show who's not, like in the there's 2 markers they need to show. One is on the commercial who is in the top 15 on home that it, with the current standings, would not, their score wouldn't count. You know, and that could change week to week if someone dropped out of the top 15. That's one thing, a little highlight they could put on there. The other one is, on the home edition, whose scores aren't counting for a pass because they don't own a home machine. Brock and Gervais. Not that Gervais is in the top 15 because he I think he's only played a handful of weeks. But those are two things that they should be adding, especially as the weeks get down closer, because you know those people on the cut line, they're gonna be so fucking nervous after spending all that time for 20 weeks. Especially in the commercial, that's going to make a huge difference. And if someone is like borderline, like someone's doing really well in commercial, like let's say, for example, like Gordy, like I think he's chasing the commercial, and he's not, you know, he's just playing the home edition, but he's not really grinding it out. And I can't swear to this, but I want to say he's in like the 16th to 17th thing. So let's say you're on the cutoff in commercial going in the last week, and you're like in 51st, and then like, but Gordy's in like 16th, and he's in home, but he's in like 20th in commercial. So he's guaranteed to get in, but it all depends on how he does in home, because if all of a sudden he has a good week at home and he jumps from 16th to 15th, all of a sudden his commercial spot doesn't count, and now that guy that's in 51st comes in 50th. And I mean, I hope they prove me wrong, but just based off of IT's past performance, I bet they don't do any of that, and it'll be up to you to kind of go through and figure it out on your own and cross-reference both lists and stuff. Hopefully they prove me wrong. This hole used to be so much more fun with Cosmos. Put it up there for a good chip. Alright. And 105 mile an hour spinny C 2.5. Yeah. It's not the most highly used shot, but it was pretty called for. I used to try to, I would try to like crush an 8-wood and stuff, and I was like, why don't I just baby this 6-wood? Seems much better. Oh. Oh, left one. Oh. I thought I pushed that right. I thought I was thinking right one. God damn, that's pretty. Now Gunnison, I don't know. You know, that was without question before they changed the tees was a Cosmos course. I don't necessarily know that it is anymore. That's one that I'd be curious about. I know a lot of people are going to be playing Cosmos and Dallas just because a lot of people play Cosmos, but I just don't know that it's necessary. Not Dallas, sorry, Florida. What the fuck? This hole with stouts can be undoable. Nope. Yep. Thought that was high side. That hole is, oh, well, I don't know. I always thought Cosmos were a big advantage there, but Woody put stouts on this, and he was like 98.5 eagle on it. It's like, what the fuck, dude? I don't know. I just thought it was so much easier with Cosmos. Ooh. 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 Oh, God, I thought that was going to be perfect. As it turns out, it wasn't. Man, that flop shot is, while it's nice to have, it's just made it, it's just dumbed the game down. It's made your potential mistakes less penalizing. I got mixed feelings about it. On 45. Oh boy. This hole's gotten easier. Come up here. Not to be confused with easy, just easier. Easy. You bitch, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, Dre, give me a funky ass bass line. Doo 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 doo. What the fuck is up? Any place to be? Come on the mic. I am so hip. I'm Missy E. I got bitches galore. Bitches galore. I got much more. That was awesome in Dallas. What's that, like 3-4 years ago? Adam Harris got up there and did his rap. That was awesome. That took a lot of guts. That was fucking awesome. And fucking Sobel was like, that was the whitest thing I've ever seen. Like, yeah, let's see you get up. Oh, if Sobel was here and I said, let's see you get up there, do it. He'd go, that's the difference. I wouldn't. It was awesome. Good on you, Adam. I want to hear a follow-up. Is that going to clear over that? That was a really bad tee shot. I don't know. I don't have high hopes on this. Oh, I did. Look at them apples. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, Adam Harris got on the mic and did an a cappella Golden Tee rap, and it was long. Like, it was like a full-on song, lots of verses. It was awesome. Especially a cappella, it's kind of hard to run. You know, there was no background beat or anything. Wish you could do punch shots like off the tee. After I was just complaining about how they're dumbing the game down, I wish they would dumb this down for me. Mm. This hole, like, you know, it'll set up like this, and I'm like, oh, this is a full, but it's such a narrow landing area that, and I'm just not as dialed in with those as like Talo and other people, and so I don't trust when I try it. It seems to. I'm rarely putting, and I don't like that. Don't like it at all. So therefore, God, is that gonna get there? I mean, it'll get there. My spidey senses are tingling. Alright. Just hit it harder than you think. Oh, that's a good shot. Yeah, see, this, like, I don't know what I'm going to play. I don't know what I'm going to play for this round that means nothing to anyone. Like, zero consequences. What am I to do? Same guy who goes, fuck, when he messes up on one of these rounds. See, like, Cosmos aren't needed on this hole. Get there all day with stouts. It's just not. Let me go stouts. You know, when they go to mixed teas, though, that like this will be, you know, some of these courses, you just don't know. You know, like it's a crapshoot if one of them, you know, is set up clearly for a better advantage for one than the other. Now, do I want to hit? I don't know if my 7 degree. I think it'll get there. I don't know if this will roll up. I think it will. This is money. Oh yeah, go in the hole. Coming in hot. I should. Well, I wanted to hold it to do that. If I'd hit an 8.5, it'd be. And they've made this next hole less fun. This used to be a great hole to get up for a quick chip. With Cosmos. This hole is pretty fun. Tough. Oh, this would have been a good Cosmos look. A lot of times the Cosmos, I think you still can't drive it. So this tee box is pretty far up that thing. So that would make that much easier. But I have found that you definitely want to be further up to the right. You want to be as close to the wall as you can because you're going to have to pay a full in there anyway. So you want to be as close to the pin as possible. Without being in the rough. There we go. Because we're back left, stouts, sometimes you just can't get there. These with stouts, because I always play Cosmos, I knew the distances so well. It's like, now I have to like recalibrate or I'll come up woefully short. Gotten to the point where I can switch back and forth between balls without freaking out, you know, which wasn't the case at first. It was very difficult for me. Now it's kind of routine. And for those of you, if anyone's watching that is experimenting between balls just recently for the first time, I recommend changing the color. In case you haven't thought of this, don't do it. My stout is always a pink ball, and then I make my Cosmos purple. But pick a color of ball and stick with it, and it'll get trained in your brain, so that it'll help you kind of subconsciously not forget which ball you're using. That is my tip number 1 for the day. Oh, that's a splendid shot. And then they made, well, this next hole is still challenging. I mean, the bounce hole the bounce shot was fun when it worked. It was annoying as hell when it didn't work. So, and this is still challenging. It's not like it's just automatic. So, I guess I like the change on this one. So I can play. Good chip, Woodson. So far, Cosmos not needed. There's an offset. Oh, that's been all along. Oh no. Oh, God, that is so bad. I can't even blame that on Stouts. Well, I kind of... I mean, I can. I could say I played that like a... Oh! Fuck. I'd say I played it like... That would have been a good shot with Cosmos. For the win. It was a happy little surprise there. Oh, look at these apples. Hmm. I'd be more confident with this, with Cosmos. This hole used to infuriate me at times, and now they're still challenging, but that's infuriating. Sometimes you just hit that shot and you'd hit those top bushes, and you're like, why did it hit that time? But my 6-wood went over every other time. I'm sure user error. Well, obviously, it's user error. Game's not playing itself for me. Alright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shit. Oh, God. This hole used to be fun to go for, because towards the end, like the last couple months, usually you have to get kind of a straightish win. This, like, would never go for that. I'm gonna go for it now because I have nothing to, you know. But if this is qualifying, I would never fucking try this. I mean, this is almost as good as I can get it. That's so... One more. 150 and 80. Not sure I would try this. In fact, I know I wouldn't, but I'm going to right now. Oh God. Good thing about chushers I found is that if you miss it, left, right, and there's danger right there, it takes off so much distance that you don't go into the hazard. I do like that. This one, you gotta get some length on. Cosmos just always go up top. I always found that easier than this shot. Now, what's the setup? Oh, that's a great shot. Oh, Nelly. We got a barn burner tonight. Fuck. Oh well, we got nothing on the line, right? This would be nerve-wracking in match play, and it was tied, or maybe this was to go up one or down a lot. Just gotta make it though. Boom, baby, we're up on it. And this hole, they just. See, this is, I think this is complete proof that they did not take the time to say, okay, the tee box is going to be here and this is what we're going to do. Why would they turn this into a blatant birdie hole? A tough one at that. Like, that's not their overall concept of hole 18s. Hole 18s are always, designed to be a tough eagle. And this setup, the previous tees at times was set up where eagle was impossible, but when it was possible, it was still tough. And this is just, right? What am I doing? I can't fucking remember. I'm having a brain freeze. Oh, I missed it. Oh, man. Oh, look at this drop. Jesus. That was a great drop. Alright, now to one of the better courses that they have put out in a long time. Maybe I don't know, it's a reboot or whatever you call it. This is Kings Canyon is a great course. Great course for match play. Fun just to play solo. Great course. I was disappointed to see that they're not releasing. I don't think they're not releasing another course, because remember, like in the last few years, like they did these courses and then they released another one in like March. Didn't they always do that? Like, isn't that what they did with Nordon one year? I don't know. I mean, but they released, what have we got? 4 new courses. 3 reteed, and then whatever we call this, a remaster. But I don't know. I feel like they used to have 2 remastered in the past. They didn't give us an extra course, like, in December. No, they haven't. I don't know. Anyway, I'm a little disappointed about that. Oh well. This is one of my complaints in life. Things are going pretty good. Bum, bum, bum. This one, I've tried different clubs. I've found that 4 wood is always, for me, is always the key. 4 wood backspin, high tee. If backspin, if you don't try to get tricky and put bite or release, it'll stick up there. It's infuriating. It's a flat green, so you should make your putt from anywhere. And I used to try to work out the distances and be like, maybe it's a 3 wood or maybe it's a 5 wood, and they always seem to fail. So I just don't even pay attention. This tee box area is so small that you just want to be further left than, like with this wind. I'm not. If I push it out any bit to the right, it's not going to make it. So I'm going to go like straight. I think maybe here left. And if I missed this putt, I deserve not to make double eagle. See? I deserve not to make it. God. It's a good hole. It's fun. It's not easy. There's certain setups where it's pretty brutal, especially when they tuck in that back right. And this didn't. No picnic. At least they put these trees low enough where you don't have to use a high tee, because that would make this just fucking awful. Even when you get on the green, it's, it's pretty sloped. Oh, it's a good hole. Good match play hole. It's a hole you definitely don't want to go long on, that's for sure. Fuck. Christ, look at that. What a castle. It's like a scene out of a movie. I can't believe that's someone built that motherfucker. Okay, this is supposedly a 7 hybrid every time, but these trees are... Look at that. I don't know. I read that it's a 7 hybrid every time. I have not had good success, but let's see. This looks like a full... I mean, the math says it's right. Yeah. Get on there. Look at those apples. Oh, you fucking shitting me. Oh, that was brutal. I gotta take a picture and show you this fucking castle. See if this comes up on the screen. Can you see that? I don't know if you can. I don't know if that's in focus at all or not. No, probably not, because this is locked in zoom. Oh well. It's unbelievable. No clue where that is. Left 2. Close. Can't believe that didn't go in. Oh, this is a bad score coming in the front 9 on this course. Are we home? I think we are. 7 degree? Yeah. Should be no problemo. They give us any like secret new clubs this year? I haven't heard anyone talking about it. You know, like some special club that all of a sudden people are using. I think that they just gave us, in lieu of clubs, they gave us the punch and the flop. Turned your old clubs into new clubs. Ah! Salt's more fun when you can drive it. This is a good hole, and see, especially when it shuts up like this, you can't go over those trees. This is a tough setup. Fucking A. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm at a loss. Especially with Cosmos. There's no way that ball's getting around. I think it's a layup. Fucking Christ. And no way it's getting around. Is there? Is there a way? Maybe. Maybe that with backspin. No, God. In the qualifier, I would have laid up all day. Can't wait to see what the pros do there. Oh, this hole has been my Achilles heel. Especially winds like this. God. I just don't see how it's possible. Maybe. I can't push it. I can't push it right at all off the tee. Oh, God. Ah. There's a whole, like, unless it's so easy, I've been laying up a lot. Depending, you know, like if I'm playing for something on the line.
Oh yeah, nice shot.
Man. Oh. People are not learning anything by watching me tonight. This is way more fun when you can drive that. It's never drivable with stouts. This course is... You're just giving up like 4 strokes if you play some stouts on this. Oh. Oh, what a terrible score. This is a good 17th hole. This can be very tricky at times, especially far left. Alright, what do we got? Alright. Let's do this, shall we? Might go off the back of the green. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, I'm glad I didn't put release on that.
That's on. Nice shot. Golfer needs this putt for
This hole's fun when you can drive it. This is not one of those times. I don't know if that 7 degree will get there. That is awful. All right. There's a conversation that came up. Me and my wife and another friend were talking about this. You know, when you go to buy a dishwasher, and not like Home Depot where you just walk in, if you find anyone, there's like, yeah, we have dishwashers. They're right here. But, you know, like an appliance store, like where they have, you know, the mid-level all the way up to the top tier. And each brand has different levels within itself. And they and those nice ones, it like the expensive ones, and the instructions and the sales guy, you know, they'll tell you, they're like these, you know, like one of the selling points is like, oh, these nice ones, you don't have to rinse off your dishes. You just put it in there, you know, with food. You can put a chicken wing on there. That's a little bit of exaggeration. But they're like, no, just no need to rinse off, put it on there. And then they say that it actually cleans better and more efficiently the dirtier the dishes are. Yeah. I'm not saying that's not true, but I'm saying that's not true. That sounds like the biggest function of marketing bullshit. It doesn't make any sense logistically. Like what do you tell me that the pieces of food that are on there start swirling around in the water and turn into shrapnel and disintegrate everything else and then turn into pieces of soap? That it is fucking absurd. Fucking absurd. I still rinse my dishes off. Now, let me rephrase that. If it's like cake sauce on there, I don't rinse that off. But I mean, like, if there's like, you know, they're saying like, you know, if you got some like lettuce on there and you put it like, no. All that does is get clogged in the filter, and then I have to clean out later, and that's no fun. Yeah, fuck that. It's bullshit is what I call it. That's what I say. Fucking cleans better. Give me a fucking break. You're like, oh, it just disintegrated. They'll try to they phrase it like a way that there's a garbage disposal inside the dishwasher. There isn't. They don't come with that. All that, anything you put in there gets trapped in that little filter thing that you gotta eventually clean out. Like, it's not as disgusting as cleaning out hair from a drain, but in your bathroom. But marketing bullshit. This is long. I don't think going this. Usually I take a 7 degree and just go that way, but it looks like that might not get there. We're gonna go. Since we got Cosmos. This with stouts, this would be fucking probably undoable. Or if it was doable, it would be very difficult. My dishwasher thing came up because I was making a really loud sound with the when you first turned it on, and it turns out it was a drain pump. I had to get it replaced, and I'm pretty savvy, but you had to take the whole fucking thing apart to get to the drain pump. It's like, no, I'm gonna hire a guy. It was still working, but it was really loud, And it was like, I mean, it could have lasted or it could have broken down. And the guy said when he took it out, he was like, it was just loose and it was making around. And I was like, well, it just didn't feel good to my soul listening to that noise where it used to be whisper quiet. I mean, homie ain't playing that. Oh, God.
Putting from the sticks. Golfer one, feeling the pressure on this eagle.
Ooh. I was having fits. I'm still have fits with this. Don't get me wrong. Don't let that fool you. I was click chipping and I was like, fuck. And I kept hitting this lip or getting it wrong. I have decided that I will now be a chusher. And I've had better success. So I got to figure out the wind and all that shit, but okay. Let me figure out this into here. 135. All right. Yeah, this is pretty good. And I think if I remember correctly, this was about a half or 5. Just speaking out loud. Come on, don't pay any attention to me. And it's still it's the graphic is weird. It looks like it barely gets over that thing. But I don't know. Let's see. I hope I hit it straight so we can. Because if I hit it sideways, it's not good. I'm not going to learn anything. Oh, I just need to play it more. I don't know how much of that was on the tour. I had a very similar shot to that I made, and it was 5, and I moved it over half the amount. But I feel like that green. Maybe I had release. It screamed in. I think that bite fucked me. I don't know. Oh well. The thing I like doing that versus click chipping is that the click chipping I was getting burned because I was ended up like sometimes I would hit the freaking little lip and sometimes I would go long and end up back in the rough and then I'd be distraught and then I'd miss the chip coming back. Doing it the way I did, the worst that's going to happen is birdie. So that's my take on it. Once they fucking finally make the creative course and I can sit there and play that hole over and over again, God, it infuriates me that those aren't open. And they haven't explained, and they never will, why they are waiting so long. Why isn't that a feature? There's no reason to withhold it to the end, the creative course. Oh, it's infuriating. People would use it. They would still, and it's not like you get to do it for free. You have to pay to use it. So it's just more money in their pocket. And in fact, people would only be using it at home where people are just playing for free at home. But so they'd be paying 50 cents per created round. Like, oh, God, it's infuriating. I just don't understand their business decisions. Maybe they have explained it and I just didn't hear it. But I don't think that's the case. Because I've asked a question and no one has like come out and, no one, if they had said it, someone would have said, oh, back then they, blah, blah, blah. They said this was the reason. No one, everyone just mocks them and makes fun of them. They're like, yeah, they do the new courses on the creative course as soon as no one needs them anymore. Like everyone's figured out all the holes. Like, yeah. Come on, IT. I keep telling myself that like these are the questions that I'm going to ask And I see them in the tournament face to face and be like, Kevin, dude, why? And see what he says, because I feel like maybe he'll give, at least there'll be an answer, whether it's truthful or not, or, you know, how much he's, I don't know how much he's in the know, but at least I get some answer instead of them just ignoring questions like that. And Travis is really good about that. I asked recently, I was like, it's time. Like, when are you going to release it? And I don't think he answered it back, but he's excellent. Travis is one of the best higher editions they've had in a long time.
You have to watch the wind here. If you don't, it'll carry you far.
At least as it relates to us as players.
Perfect fairway line. Should be a clean shot.
Oh, Woodson. Come on. Come on, man. Fuck. Hmm. Oh, this is... Look at this setup. Ooh, Nelly. See, I am not the caliber player that fires at that pin. I go for the fat of the green and try to make a long putt. I mean, that would have been really close whether I cleared that thing. Oh, 82. I'm not a big fan of that. Fuck you. Birdie's better than par in that hole with that setup. But you know what? Birdie was better than par. The eagle would have been better. Double eagle. I don't know if you'll follow the logic there, but that's what I'm here for. Guide you through the intricacies of video golf. Holy shit.
A strong headwind here, Jim. This will make club selection very important. That close from there? Are you kidding me? Golfer ready at
Kicking the shit. I'm kicking ass in this 3-man tournament for fun. Alright. Mm-hmm. No, no. God. That pullback. Oh, it's infuriating. Ugh. God, this isn't a tour around. Oh, this is bad, bad, bad video golf.
time to check in. You can use your
This course is pretty fun to play. It's pretty, I mean, the 3 retees are fairly easy, but I enjoy them. They're just moderately challenging enough to keep your interest. You know, holes like this.
already at the tee. Is golfer one.
Question is, do I need to high tee this? I think I can hit this on the fly. Oh yeah, I'm home, baby. Should have put backspin on that. Why am I not putting backspin? There's no. It's so stupid because I'm just eliminating the putting bite. Basically makes it so I cannot hole it. It's just gonna check unless you hit a one hopper. This is, of course, definitely need Cosmos on. Or maybe not need. Well, yeah, you needed it for that first hole, I bet. It's highly recommended. Luna was right about hole 18 on this course because it used to be so challenging and difficult, and they just dumbed it down. And see, I think that's one they wouldn't have changed too much if they were making human being decisions and sitting down going, okay, how about putting it here? What will that do to the course? How about players like this? They're not doing that. I do not believe. Okay. Oh, I thought that was... Man, that surprised me. I really thought... I did not think it was going to come up that short. Probably because I did a full, but I played it inside because of the wind. I guess I should have played one click, one over. Maybe it's some of the 7 degree there. I don't know. If only there was a creator course. Just tell me the questions that I want to know. God damn it. Come on, listen. Those courses come out end of September, right? October, November, December, January. God, they've been out for almost 4 months now. It's incredible, isn't it? God, time flies. Fuck. Remember when you were little, and all the adults would say, as you get older, time goes by faster. Like, you old people are idiots. No. Dead right. Well, it looks pretty good. I would love to have a 7 degree, but I'm afraid it's not good. Alright. I think we should be good. Oh, if I hadn't hit it so far right. Damn it. Ugh. I need my, what is it? What am I thinking of that, so good at hidden sand wedges for quick chips? Who is it? I can't picture it. Someone hits the shit out of it, and they just scream in. Oh, Derek. He would nail this. It hit it as hard as I hit my drives. It would just scream in the whole land like one hop right before. It's fucking amazing. Oh! He would hit that much harder. It's crazy how he'll be up close instead of hitting like a low iron. He'll take like a 9 iron. And he goes straight up in the air. He goes higher than it does long, and just bounces in. It's nuts. It's the same castle. Oh, this video set. Well, it's great, but I just noticed it's like 3 hours long, but they're showing the same scenes. Boo. Breathtaking landscapes. Whoa. That's not real. Picture of the Earth. Oh boy. Boy. that's a good shot. Go in the hole. Oh, they weren't kidding. That is a breathtaking landscape. God damn. This is doable today. That hole is not usually set up like that. How am I 2 back already? Did I make a mistake? What? I must have made a mistake somewhere. Oh yeah, because the turn I think on this hole is 16 or 17. No, that's the other course. I have no idea. Did I make a mistake? I have to get back and look. I don't remember making them. Oh, yes, yeah. The I hit it too far left, end up in the trap. So 15. So those people that are one better. Yes. This hole used to be tough. I don't remember if it was tough because was this course before Cosmo, or definitely before Cosmo, before high tees? I don't think it was, but it was just regular, different balls. And when the tee boxes were different, you used to have to go over this right thing. Not that this is a cakewalk of a setup. Just play it safe. I remember I used to always have to go down here because the ball wouldn't clear the whole hill very much. I just remember that this was much more difficult than it looks. It was like a trick shot, but with Cosmos this is a no-brainer. I can't remember what the issue was with going this way, but I remember it was better to go down there. At least for me. Maybe I was playing it wrong the whole time. Like when you would hit like a 3-wood or a 10-5, it would hit the top of that hill or something with the old balls, whatever we were playing back then. I think that was before, was that during Stouts or before Stouts? We were playing hurdles or grabbers or something. I don't remember how old this course is. When was this course? I could look, but I'm not going to. Should put release. Or roll, actually. It wouldn't have mattered. Oh, it's not going to go in unless I put it past the hole. Yeah, this hole used to be trickier because you had to play a high tee a lot of the time, and it was hard to judge how far it was gonna. I don't know. I just remember it being. I just remember it wasn't this easy. Cosmos to the rescue. This hole was, I liked it better the other way when you had to go up there. This has made it very much easier. And it was so elevated up there, and it was deep rough, and yeah, it was a good, challenging hole. This hole is just as challenging as it used to be. Yeah, you can see the old tee box right there, the square one. Oh man, fuck. No OT. I think that would have been better. Or bite. And this hole. Yeah. I had to used to come around that bend. It was fucking tough. Well, depending on the setup. Some setups are easier than others, but it was always tough. And sometimes it was really tough. Now, this is, I mean, this is no gimme, but alright, one more. Your homework assignment will be done. I have not forgotten about Daddy Like. It's going to be coming up. Obviously, it's not going to be one. Or at least I haven't coordinated with people to get it recorded before Florida. So maybe after that, but in February. So this one, I think I've only played this a couple times since the RT. I don't know if Cosmos are necessary, but I'm gonna play them. That was the thing about the Northern Lights. Anybody else get to see? Yeah, probably a lot of you in the Midwest saw the Northern Lights this fall. I didn't get to see them. They were in Colorado, but I missed them. I didn't hear about it in time or whatever. And then one night when they were going to be shown, it was cloudy out. And then I was like, in the direction I was supposed to be looking, it was like, because they said you can still sort of see them through the clouds. And then I was like, I can't tell if that's that coming through the clouds or just the city lights, which are like downtown's like 15 miles away as the crow flies. And I'm like, this is, I don't know. Go in. No. My friends were the first time around. Picture posters. Tim Livingston. He posted some. If you're friends with him on Facebook or Fucking spectacular. Well, he posted them whether you're friends with him on Facebook or not. That did not stop him from posting them. So. What a fucking terrible shot that is. Oh, 73. No, for fuck's sake. Yep. Right where I hit it. God, so irritating. Oh no! Wow, that did not do the math that I thought. Huh. Whee! Is this a cook chip? Shush? Shush this motherfucker. Let me if I load to this. Let's go quick experiment. Oh, I came in a little hot, a little far. Considering playing some home tour mode that goes this week, but not after this. Not feeling it. I'll have to pause. Did pretty good, and I played 3 commercials. Let's see, on what's the name of that fucking course that we're playing? Oakwood. I went 29, 29, 32. Very good. Fucking Haas has a 162. That is absurd. Alright. I have a feeling the home version is set up a little tougher because some of the scores were coming in, although a lot of the big dogs haven't played yet. 16 was tough on one of the rounds, set up really tough. I think like the 4th round it was set up. Yeah, maybe the sec. No, I haven't played 4 rounds. I don't know. I'm confusing myself. Maybe it was just, I don't know. Whatever. It was set up tough. And I went, and there was like a 6-wood around the tree. It was tough. And I went along, and there was that path area, and I chipped in. I was like, oh, that was good. I was looking at it, I was like, I don't give myself high hope here. Just didn't want to go in the water and get par.
It's on, but it'll be an expedition from there. Golf for one with a birdie attempt.
Fuck. Oh, I've missed so many putts. I can feel my. That's just all mechanics. Just hand rolling off the ball. As soon as I hit it, I can feel it and be like, "That's not going in." Some nights just happens. Is that gonna fucking get over that? No, all those trees. There ain't no way, is there? No better time. Oh, maybe if it was a tailwind. Fuck. I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna Chevy Chase it. This is crazy. This is crazy. Maybe this goes. Oh shit. Yeah, that's not crazy at all. That's a fucking good shot. I've not played this course enough to know if that's always there. Sure looks like it. Oh, Lord. That wasn't even a helping wind. Oh, this has got to be a ramp shot of some kind, doesn't it? Ooh. What would it be? A 7-degree... No, low T, because it'll hit that first one. We got to hit that back one. High T. Seems like it wouldn't... I'm going to do it medium. Maybe a high T. Seems like that would go in the trap. This is all that you get. Go in. Oh. Yeah, I like this. Sort of. Oh my god. Yeah, I like it. Oh, that's only rough, not deep rough? Then what the hell is this? How are these the same two surfi? Interesting. Doesn't it seem like that they changed the, I don't know what you call it, the left-hand grid, the overhead, whatever. It used to be like if you were in the deep rough, the marker distance that they gave you was not accurate with the deep rough. Like you had to, it wouldn't go as far as it said. And now I feel like that they changed it so that it adjusts for the deep rough, so that it takes a lot of the guesswork out and the math out. Like it'll, you know, your starting base is pretty accurate, you know, except for the wind. And there's another thing they did to make the game a little easier. I wonder why they took the wind out. I thought the wind, sorry. No, the wind's still there. Why they took the rain out? I thought that was a cool feature, and you know, I'm pretty sure they've come out and said that'll never come back. I don't know why, other than they just, because it changed it went completely differently than what the marker gave. And the only thing I can figure is that they just want to make the game easier for the casual player, because I think that's why they stopped making those super challenging courses that weren't high par, or GT par was kind of low, because it gave the casual player, the ones that don't know the nuances, they just see their total score and they went, this isn't fun, I'm not shooting as good of a score as I used to. I don't know. Because that is where the money comes from. Us players, avid players, that is a small percentage of their take home, even though people think differently. It's the casual players who go and play 4 games a week. That's where they make their money, because there's so fucking many of them. They dwarf us. They released the numbers about that, or someone did. That's not something I'm making up. Yeah, there's no need to go on that little thing with Cosmos. Maybe on certain setups? I don't know. Look how close this is. Oh, that one hole, what was that? Like hole 3 or something. And, did a little bit of damage to my score. 73. Downhill. Let's do it. This hole was way easier than it used to be. Like, infinitely. That was almost money. Nah, fuck this. Just get out of here. Alright, ladies and gents. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry about all the bad play, but hopefully you got entertained a little bit from my Jimmer Jammer and then my almost glory of being a Denver Bronco place kicker / punter. The dream is alive. Maybe I should try to walk on. It's calling. See you boys. Good luck in Florida if you're going.